That's a scandal.
Hey, it says we're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Messy Monday. And the pre-show has been messy enough. But anyway, that's all right. Demure is here. Classic Bricks is over there in the chat, too. So very glad you're here. Let's see who's in the room today. Let's see. We have no Canadians today. What is up? There's no Canadians wanted to join us.
I wonder what that's all about, eh?
Maybe we should start talking about snow and everything. Jeff, I'm going to let you go first because you're going to start hurting, and I don't want you to get.
I think I'm having a stroke, though. So there's that.
Well, don't do that.
I apparently have powdered donut all over my T-shirt. This is awesome. That was dinner tonight. Hi, everybody. I'm not working on anything except for a rover that's in my head. But even then, I was like, I don't want to make a rover. Chris, I have to talk to you about Moonbase standards, by the way.
Okay, we can talk about that tonight.
Yeah, I need to know what the dimensions are because it turns out I have approximately 200 orange pieces. Okay. And I have about 500 1x1 sand green pieces.
Really? What kind?
That many?
1x1s, just the bricks?
Oh, the 1x. I'd be so interested in some of those if you want to sell some. No? Okay, never mind. All right.
Never mind.
And I have gray, so that's even better. And I was like, I don't want to make a spaceship, but I want to make a moon base.
Okay.
So I think that's going to be my plan, and I'm going to throw some kinks into it. Not like kinks like these feet are wonderful, but I mean like, some kinks into it, make it look a little distorted and things like that, and go from there. And the sand green I got from a pick-a-brick wall in Las Vegas when I used to live in that area, I saw them and was like, oh, and then I bought 10 cups.
Wait, the 1x1s?
Yeah.
Yeah, because right now on the wall, because I just noticed that Will just said that they're on the wall. It's only 1x2s.
Whoa.
I only have 1x2s, but I need some 1x1s.
I have a sand green apartment that is the shelf over there that is made completely out of 1x1s and tile 2x1s and 1x4s. So, I'm reaching the brick. But no, I'm not going to do micro scale. Actually, I'm going to do minifigure scale. But it's going to be. I'm not going to talk about it. It's just going to be kind of neat. I hope. We'll see.
I'll grab the standard and everything and throw it in the public chat here in just a minute when I can go find it. Let's see. Back in the row, Will Hafner is here. How you doing, man? Will, I don't know. Did you had asked for an email? I don't think I put it in, or maybe I did. But Will, you're welcome to pop in here. Classic Bricks is here. We'll check your email. If you didn't get it, you should have. Red Carnage is here. How you doing? Scott H510 is here. Good to have you here. So thank y'all for joining us on Messy Mondays. Anyway, all right. So let's see. Thank you, Jeff. We'll talk about Moonbase in just a minute. In fact, I actually would like to debate should Moonbase go to mill plates or not, and that might be a good thing to talk about. I say no, but then I have reservations. Brickingham's Den, how you doing?
Brett Hooper.
Send Hooper. He should have got an email, but send him get in here, Hooper. What is the usual problem?
I will send him a thing. He's probably still at work because it's like 3:00 on the West Coast.
All right. Okay. Yes, right. Will Hafner said he will appear here soonish. That will be very weird to have the son of someone mine and Adrian's age. Speaking of Adrian, what's going on in your world, man?
Well, I came to the realization earlier this week, actually over the weekend, that my great big huge monstrous rover that I was working on isn't happening. So the concept art that I was working on, I couldn't get my brain wrapped around what I wanted to do, and I couldn't make it look good. So I'm going to set that whole thing aside and let it fester for a while and just kind of think about it. And in the meantime, I've decided I'm going to see if, given myself 1 week to finish in February, but also to meet with your color scheme, I'm going to try and build a little rover, like really a little rover for me. in a week, and my
Which means
crew.
harder than anything else. Yes.
Yes, it's going to be very difficult. My crew, to meet with the requirements, are going to be these dudes right here. So I'm going to have my little orange space dudes are going to be my crew. I don't know if I'm going to use all three of them, but they are my seed. And you see they're standing on the base plate of color to kind of give me the flavor. I've literally, this is as far as I've gotten so far with this idea, is to grab these three orange guys and start working on thinking about what I'm going to do. So we're going to see what happens in this week and see if I can knock something out. So that's where we're at.
Good deal. Oh, we got somebody in the chat. Add him in there. There he is. Look, it's Will Hafner.
What's up?
Hey, man. What's going on? Do your parents know what you're doing? I mean, I'm just asking. I think I muted you.
Did you steal that mustache from the 70s?
Possibly.
Nice.
So I have to wear a mask at work all day, right? And it gets really itchy. So I'm like, just get a mustache. No reason not to, you know? So, yeah.
Cool deal. Oh, wait. Show we got to see. You just flashed that by the camera.
Oh, yeah. So with like the spaceship challenge, right? I was at a Bricks and Wheels or something, one of the local ones. And they had these like hideous monstrosities, right?
Yeah.
Turns out the geometry's pretty cool to add together. So I'm thinking do something like that. Get your cockpit kind of going like that. I don't know how long you want it, but plenty of space for engines. And you got that beautiful damaged caution striping. So
yeah, that actually from Rock Raiders, that's my favorite piece from Rock Raiders with that the caution striping with the worn down stuff. There's also a 2x2 slope that has that same print on it from Rock Raiders.
I need to get me some of those.
Rock
Raiders is good because the turquoise, one of the best colors.
Good deal. All right, we will ignore your Galador comment on your name there. We will just ignore that. So, but anyway, so tell us a little bit about yourself since you're here. It's your first time. You gotta lay down all the questions. Tell us a little bit about yourself, how you're awesome, and why you're awesome.
I'm awesome because I work for Lego. So yeah, just at a normal Lego store. So I don't like design stuff, which would be cool. But I guess I could say as a joke that I designed the stuff we have in the window. We have a giant clone trooper, and every once in a while I just add a white brick on top of him. So
that counts.
Yeah, that counts.
It counts.
So yeah.
Which store do you work at?
The store in Bellevue, Washington. So up by Seattle. If you guys ever been to BrickCon, it's going to be the store that you probably went to. So yeah.
I have not been up there. But you also have a connection to some of us in the room. Talk about that.
Oh, so my dad is Tony Hafner, which you guys probably know as Halfhead.
Yes, we do.
He's a classic. So yeah.
Classic? Is that a nice way to say old? Is that what?
Sure, let's go with that. Yeah.
I love it. Love it. What's going on with the family? What's Lego still? Are you just the only Lego fan now? What's the deal?
So my sister also likes Lego. I got her Ninjago City Gardens the other day. She just finished that. She actually has a Lego TikTok with like 150,000 followers. So
what's her Lego TikTok name?
I don't remember what her name is. I have one as a joke that I don't actually put anything up there. So I have like one or two things. My sister gave me a shout out, and it's a bunch of like preteens commented on my stuff. I'm like, this is awkward. So yeah.
Yeah, that's awkward.
I love how you're an old man like us, and you're half our age or younger. You know, that's awesome.
Are you related to the Hafner who played first base for the Cleveland Indians?
Ooh,
I mean, in theory, probably, but like everyone's related to some degree, right? Like,
just like in some ways, I'm related to Janie Gunning because I share the same last name. But
nice.
We have no idea how we would be related.
Somewhere along the line.
I want you to be related to things. All right, good. Well, we are glad you're here, even though. You took the Galador off your thing. Thank you.
Yeah.
No.
I'll add Bionicle to it just in case.
Oh, he knows how to troll. That's like.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm good at that. I got a lot of stuff on my desk. Like I was looking at the Bionicles as a kid, and I got this like piece thing, This is like a super ultra rare misprint that's worth like $140. So, whatever. I don't want to trade it, right? Because I like my weird Lego.
How is it a misprint?
So they were supposed to be. Where's some of the right color? They were supposed to be in this color, so like the weird dark gold.
Yeah.
As opposed to, so here's the normal standard gold, right?
Right.
So that's the color gold it was supposed to be, but in the earlier prints of the set, it was like this. So I wish I had this mask in this color, but that's like one of the most valuable bionicle pieces there is. So yeah. Whatever.
I did not realize that.
I like that hat. That is fantastic.
We lost Hooper. Hooper reconnect. Yeah. Get your bionicle out of mine. I got Bruce out here, man.
Not real Lego.
All right. We're glad you're here, man. Let's hang out and talk. All right. Apparently Rich is disrobing, so let's get him, or inflating, one or the other. I don't know what's going on.
I'm inflating. That's what it is.
That's a cool shirt. I wish I'd have got one of those.
Got to be in the right place at the right time.
That's right. So how are things going in the rebuild of your Lego universe?
I am unpacking things. Here,
Good.
let me spin that slightly. There we go. Unpacking the stuff.
Nice. I was wanting to rip that and that whole tower come down. Really, honestly, I was.
Yeah, I'm rooting for it to come on down. Yeah, looking into what we can afford to start getting rid of the recycling bins that are coming tomorrow. We are going tomorrow to Virginia to get the rest of the stuff out of storage. That includes bulk Lego and a couple more towers of these. And looking into what we're going to need to replace those recycling bins with, something more manageable, more usable, more definable. So, never ends. I spent about 2 hours shoveling snow because the village I live in, who is supposed to take care of an area in front of our garage, has no idea what to do. They're like, no, we're not allowed to shovel that, even though it's the common area. So,
Rich, there's a question. Are you in the small parts room? Is this the new small parts room?
Yes, this is the new, well, it's not small parts room. It's the Lego storage area in the business, in the shop, in the gallery. So,
I see.
So I'll go this way here. So
Where's
this is
the Fantasy Island section.
This will be Fantasy Island section. This will be storage right here. So right about here, right?
Mm-hmm.
About here, and then this will be display area when I get my tables built or constructed or bought or whatever the heck I'm doing. This will also be display area for seasonal stuff. This is my front door to my business, to the business.
Y'all say bye to Brick Smith. He's got to run.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you, buddy.
Bye. This will be more sales. I'll have another display area for other things. I'm going to try to put a Duplo fireplace there, cash wrap, and then exit out the back. So, lots of space to do everything.
Sweet. Pink Wheels wants to know, is it available for Airbnb?
Yes. At $200 a night. Come on over.
Do you get your free pick-up brick bag when you Airbnb there?
You could, yes. We could make that happen.
When we do our road trip to New York for Ryan's grand opening, can we all sleep on the floor there?
Yes, yes. And there will be cameras, so you'll be monitored.
Will there be a separate rate for? Will there be a separate rate for if you just want to rent it by the hour?
That got creepy really fast.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
I'll be sure to pack.
PG-13 warning.
I'll be sure to pack my thong underwear.
Yeah, that'd be great.
What's that?
Bring your swimming trunks. You'll be able to Scrooge McDuck it.
Right, Mark's not here. Don't make me go start hitting buttons. Come on. All right. Since you've already broached the subject, Matt, no, let's not broach that subject again. What's going on in your world, buddy?
So it's been a stressful day, Lego wise and work wise. So I'm making the faculty schedule for the fall, which is a little bit like solving one of those puzzles where if you move one piece over, it creates like another spot and you can move another piece. Yeah, that's kind of what I did all day. And then I did the Burkina order from Germany, and I placed an order which was the most expensive Bricklink order I've ever placed. And I've been looking forward each day for the arrival of my package of goodies. And it was supposed to be delivered on Friday. And the USPS said, this is coming to your mailbox. So I hear the truck on Friday. I go out there. It's not in the mailbox. And I thought, well, it'll probably show up tomorrow. I didn't worry too much about it, but it didn't show up on Saturday either. And so this morning I go to the post office and I said, look, your device told me it was supposed to be here. When I click on the tracking number, it says it was put in the mailbox at 2:15 on Friday. And I said, I was there at 2:17 on Friday and it was not in the mailbox. And they're all like, I guess we'll talk to your delivery person. But delivery person's like, I'm pretty sure I put it in your mailbox. I'm like, well, I don't have it. And I literally saw the back side of the truck as it was leaving the cul-de-sac. So I was like,
did they deliver it to a neighbor by accident?
Probably, but I have two neighbors, one of whom responded to the text, and the other neighbor, which is a 3-generational household, and only one generation speaks English. And they're great, they're fine people, but the grandmother just looks at me and backs away. So like no one answers the door, and I've knocked 3 times. So maybe it's sitting in their house on the table, and I wish I could use like mental telepathy to like float it out the window or something, but I can't get my hands on my Lego. It's driving me crazy.
I'm sorry.
Oops, excuse me. Well, I hope they find it.
I know how that feels, Matt.
I'm glad. I guess I didn't order from Burkina with you this time.
and honestly, I have had an extremely good experience with the United States Postal Service. I have a side business selling on Bricklink. I've only ever had one damaged package in all the things I've sent, and so I don't have any axe to grind. I actually am very pro U.S. Postal Service. I use them every day, but I just want my Lego.
I know what you mean. I understand.
You have plopped that $20 shipping down, and you need to have it shipped. I understand.
Well, I mean, I was like, okay, it's a $20 flat rate. Well, to make the shipping cost spread out, I should order a lot, and I did. But right now I have a big fat zero.
Well, we hope that will mitigate itself soon. I don't know. I've had, over the COVID thing with all the orders I've made, I ordered 4 Blacktron minifigs from a guy I know on Wesley Higgins' his name and everything. He sent it. He sent me the tracking and stuff like that, and it vanished. It either got pulled out of my box out there, which is more than likely what happened. But it's frustrating. Post office has no idea, that kind of stuff. So we came to a understanding together and all that kind of stuff. So no foul on our part. I didn't blame him at all. So and would order from him again. So that's the only one I think I've had lost. So I hate that. I hope that your neighbor is not playing with your Lego right now. That would not be so great.
Well, the child is like 6 months old, so I kind of doubt that the child is doing that.
It's choking hazard.
Sprinkles on a cake.
It was a lot of 1x1s in new colors. I will confess to that. So it could be sprinkles right now. But
what colors?
Fun, exciting colors.
Sand blue, dark orange.
Ooh.
Yeah, and the new tiles in the Beatles mosaic set and some of the 1x1s in the other mosaic sets. So I didn't buy any of those sets, but Burkina parts out new sets, and so I was like, click, 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 buying a bunch of little tiny pieces in colors that I don't own. So.
Oh man, well, I hope that works out, man. I really do. Pink Wheels is calling herself the pusher of that store, so she's feeling responsible for it.
Yeah.
So you can call her and say, next time you make an order, I need all this replaced. And
I mean, if nobody finds it, I mean, I'm going to give it a week. But I mean, I'll ask Burkina if they put insurance on it, because I'd at least like to get my money back if it's insured. But the thing is, the tracking says it was delivered to my mailbox. Now, I literally walked out there and saw the backside of the truck before it left my cul-de-sac, and it's a dead end street. There's like no way someone like zipped in, hopped out, got one package out of my mailbox, jumped in a car, and drove away. I mean, how would they even know to target it, right? I mean, I don't know. I think it went to the wrong house.
Is there a Lego version of Gone in 60 Seconds? Did that just happen?
We should make it fan film.
Big Wheels. It is. I have not done. Okay, I filled a cart on Burkina, and I said, I can't do this. I can't do this right now. I can't. I got a lug bolt to pay for and stuff like that. But yeah, it gets. You're like, oh, that one's 50. Oh, that's 75, and you throwing it in your cart. And I'm like, I can't do this. But it's a great site. It's a great way to run a Bricklink store, and it is entertaining at the same time. So I hope you get it. I hope you get stuff soon, dude. Let's see. Let's go around in the room. Magnus, what's going on, man?
Hey, I'm good. I'm continuing to tweak my Cobra door thing for my castle.
Yeah.
Right now,
So nice.
it'll be more tweaks before it's finished. Last time I was on here, I showed you the castle that had all the sort of Cobra statues, but now I added some weapons as well. So it's got.
Oh yeah, let's see it. Hey Doc Sampson, welcome to the chat.
You see, it's got these sort of. It's got these radar things, and these gun positions, and these missiles, which are all true to the castle, at least as in the silent issue, which is like the most famous depiction of it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So that's fun.
Awesome, dude.
Thank you.
I love it. I love it. How long do you think? Are you going to do an interior? What's the deal with it?
Yeah, I want to do an interior. It's going to be challenging because the walls are not vertical, but I think I figured out how to do that. It'll look a little. The interior walls will be a little messy, but I'll be doing a full interior, and then the whole thing is going to ideally sit on a raised kind of rocky outcrop. Which will give me space to have sort of underground subterranean area and stuff like that.
Cool. Are you making this portable for Brick Fair, or are you just going to lug it there however you can get it there?
I mean, it comes apart. It should be portable. Yeah.
Should be and is are different as a long. There's a big wide chasm, but the main shell of the castle comes apart into 4 sections. If you think of the front half and the front left, the front right, the rear left, and the rear right, they kind of come apart, and then all the little things on top have come off separately. Awesome.
Display this at Brick Fair whenever we can do that again.
Yeah, right.
And
have they given any indication of Brick Fair Virginia this year?
They have not. Historically, Todd has waited until close to the date of an event before canceling it. Right. So I'm suspecting we won't hear anything definitive from Todd until sometime in at least mid to late spring, but or maybe later. I don't know. I don't know. Entirely sure that I would even attend if it went ahead, and I need to make sure I feel safe going also.
I got you. I understand that, but that's amazing. It has been great to see you kind of where how you have progressed through that and everything. So it's so amazing. Let's see, Mr. Hoopa, what's going on in your world, buddy?
I've been building a spaceship.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Powered by crystals. So.
Wow.
Ooh, it's
I'm really excited to show it off.
All right, so hey, I'm really sorry to interrupt you, Brett. I gotta go. Saviano's going live, so I gotta mod him. So bye, everybody.
Okay, yeah, leave me for somebody more popular. That's okay.
I've got responsibilities that don't pay me that I have to go to, or I'll get about an hour worth of crap from him, and I don't want to deal with that.
You tell Fabiano to pick another broadcast time. Thank you very much.
Cooper, how'd you get so much metallic silver?
Yes. How did you get that?
This was like a Brooks Cascade a couple years ago, like in a grab bag, like a door prize kind of a thing. So I don't know. Will, you've been to Brooks Cascade? Did you get a whole bunch or?
I got like 200 to 300 of the metallic crystals that they used from Rock Raiders. So just got a bit of that somewhere over here, which is pretty cool.
Are you two buddies? Are y'all buddies? Are y'all friends?
I don't know if we've talked a whole lot, but I've definitely seen Will at conventions. So
yeah, I've been to every BritCon by proxy, but every BritCon, right?
Can we be friends? Can we be friends? I think we're the same age. Can we be friends?
Sure, why not?
Don't look at my eyebrows. Can we be friends?
Sure.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Well, if you're a girl, you got to get your eyebrows done, and I haven't had them done in like 9 months. So.
Oh, I thought that was some sort of signal and millennial thing or whatever. I was like, it's like doing this or like moving eyebrows. I didn't know.
No. I zoomed in and I realized that like my eyebrows weren't that great, so I had to cover them up.
I mean, it doesn't matter, right? So.
Hey, look, I'm 6 years old and I have acne. Does that count? I mean, that's
nothing that Photoshop can't fix.
Maddie, the advantage of being on a show with a bunch of guys is that unless your eyebrows are a unibrow, we're not even going to notice.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And even if they are unibrow, we might not notice.
Just wear glasses.
Or we won't care.
Just wear glasses.
Won't care.
We won't care.
We will not care.
All right. Let's go back to Mr. Hooper. You were showing us your awesomeness. What's going on, man?
Okay, so I have this guy is in my space build.
I like it.
So I'm like, I just pulled out all my orange, all my green, and some gray. I'm like, all right, what am I going to build? So
cool. Is that like a big saw, or is that like a greeble? What is that?
This would be how they mine the crystals.
Oh,
You got to use the brick separator.
sweet. That's awesome.
And then the other thing, I stole this from my daughter. Have you seen this Duplo masonry brick?
No way.
No, I have not.
I was like, this is pretty cool. So I want to get. Sorry, I need to get a whole bunch of these.
That would be awesome. You could have like a guy test firing a like the opposite of an embiggening ray, an opposite of a shrink ray, and like making bigger bricks or something. That would be fun.
Yeah, it's Duplo. It's what, 8 times bigger. So
that's pretty cool.
It's got a hollow back to it.
Huh. Wow. Does
That's
Duplo have snot bricks now? I wonder. Do they have? Is there sideways building in Duplo now? I don't know.
I don't know.
Seems kind of.
There's some sort of, but not really. Some of the pieces for a helicopter you can stick on the side of like or have a stud on the side, but it's like there's a distance away from it, so like it's almost a snot brick, but not really.
Really? Wow. Kids these days, they're more advanced. My Duplo had the little white. Remember the white-headed Duplo dudes that were so they were pasty. Up. I smelled it coming. A Canadian. Hello, Nathan. How are you today?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. What's going on in the Great White North, eh?
Not a lot. No, I just noticed a lack of Canadian presence, and I had to rectify the situation.
The quality of the show has gone up 13%.
There we go. Aw, thanks.
Yeah. What are you building?
Not a lot. Mostly just sorting.
Oh, that's boring.
Yeah, well, I know it is really boring. I do have a bunch of sand green and orange in front of me, kind of like waiting for inspiration to strike while I sort. So,
good deal. Well, I'm excited for you guys to join in the build challenge. I'm really excited. I'm glad y'all have taken to it. I'm excited to see what happens. And Let's see. All right. Well, I'm glad you're here. How is the snow situation where you are?
It's been snowing. This is the most snow I've ever seen here. It keeps snowing and keeps sticking around. So yeah, it's.
I have that same problem.
Yeah, I know. I hear that's happening all over the place.
Not in Georgia. It is not.
Sadly,
places where it normally snows.
It is funny though that in my Facebook time hop, there were like 2 other periods in February where we did have snow, and I'm like, see, this is the time when we do get it, if we get it, but we're not getting it.
Yeah, once in the 5-day forecast or the 10-day forecast, you see March. There's only been one time, and that was a blizzard, but there's only been one time in March that I can remember it actually snowing. So we're headed out of it, and it was disgusting to watch all the national maps have this big scoop of cold and snow, and Georgia and Florida out. We're just totally out. So
You missed it.
none. We had a dusting one morning, and I felt like wrecking my car in a ditch and going to walk for some milk and bread, but I didn't. It would have been great. Anyway, well, I'm glad y'all are getting some snow. I know y'all were having a lack of snow, and now you're getting it in spades. What you got there, Will?
Silver bells. Silver bells.
Is that? Oh, bananas!
Oh, gold bananas.
Oh.
So those are from the Monkey Kid mech. On
Yes.
Bricks and Pieces, they are 2 cents. So every single Bricks and Pieces order I've had and stuff that like my dad needs, my buddy needs, like let's just add $4 of bananas. So like 8 months down the line, we got, a little pile.
It looks like golden toenails. Some kid is
Yeah.
like,
That's concerning. You're not wrong.
Your neck
But it's
needs those
concerning.
gold bananas on the toes.
That's a good idea.
Well, hey, you mentioned your dad. Does he aware of this? I mean, does he know that this
Probably, maybe. I'll let him know. He's all the way down at Seattle right now because I think they need him to actually go into the office for the first time in forever. But yeah. Oh, he's getting his stuff. Never mind.
Look at what bananas I have.
White bananas.
No, not white.
Never a good
Tan
sentence
ones?
to hear. Look at what bananas
The
I
tan
have.
one. These are tan nanas.
There are dark blue ones in the
You need to get the PG-13 out there.
It's coming.
Look at my bananas.
I am
Go ahead.
editing
Look at my
myself.
bananas. Go ahead.
And I got 10 of them.
Whoa.
If your banana is dark blue, you might need to consult. I mean, I can't stop myself.
Is that worse than a turquoise banana though? I mean,
Have they made them in turquoise yet?
yes, on the story of Nyan, I have no idea how to say that. Story of Nyan. They have like 4 of them, I think.
I own that set, so I suppose I ought to know that.
You don't even know what color bananas you have. That's sad.
Oh.
I'm just talking about Lego pieces. I don't know what y'all mean.
I will say this, that I'm really impressed at Lego in the last 5 years that when they make a new mold, they're making it in a lot of colors. So like, if we get a new part and I'm thinking, this is probably only going to come out in like 3 or 4 colors. No, it comes out in like 12 different colors if you just be patient. I mean, it's kind of astonishing.
Like the pink frogs. Yep.
Right?
Ooh, that's good
Pink
stuff.
frogs.
Yeah, but can I tell you a piece that they have not made in light gray yet? It's the small 1x1 bracket.
Yes.
They're always dark gray. There are never any light gray would that go up. So
Well, the top down ones are only in light gray. So the top down are light gray and the bottom up ones are dark. So I guess they just force you to use both colors.
but I have white ones in both. I've got blue ones up. I've got black ones up and down. So
even-
yeah, come on, Lego, get with it.
Earth colored ones in down.
Yeah.
You'll
Dark
get
orange.
there. Dark orange, dark earth
I
orange.
think they both exist in turquoise.
And yeah, that horn piece, the latest Ninjago set has that horn piece in like turquoise or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was on New Elementary this weekend.
Okay, I patron New Elementary, and I creep them like every day. It's like, oh, it's New Elementary got something going on. I mean, I don't even check my church's website that much. I don't know what that means. No, I don't pay attention to the announcements so much. Anyway. Jeff Van Winden, how you doing? Oh, what set? They do come in light gray now? What set do they come in? I need to know so I can pull that tab right above here from Bricks and Pieces that I'm doing.
Yeah. Just drop it right in.
Burkina. Or get a bunch of stuff from Burkina.
Oh yeah, good. All right, let's see. We've gone around the room. Maddie, have we talked to you yet? Maddie, what's going on in your world?
Oh my gosh, so much, but we're just gonna hit the highlights, okay? All right, so I finished the rat from last night, so it's the Rat King.
Oh, yay!
Look at that.
Very nice.
Oh, that's great.
I know that it looks a little bit boxy and a little bit like stick figure-y, but that's okay. It's just for a
He's
video.
been at my house, by the way. The rat.
Yeah, the rat poop has come out. And then my cousin contacted me a while ago, and she was like, I see that you're obsessed with Lego. Your dad keeps telling me that you're obsessed with it, blah, blah, blah. So she asked me to put together a creative box set. So I went through all of my like extra pieces and whatever and came up with a spaceship box. And we've got like some spaceship parts, brick separator, all the things that he needs to get started to building his spaceship, which is kind of cool.
Nice.
But the highlight is that I did my first Ninjago set for him. So I created this Ninjago temple style set.
Are you pronouncing it? Are you pronouncing it to make fun of it, or is that?
Yes, I'm pronouncing it to make fun of it.
Okay, good. I just want to know.
So the Ninjago set has the blue guy and the red guy, and they're battling it out, and then there's the micro figures in there and whatever. So it's like a temple set. But I felt very creative today because I was able to finish and I finished the police station today, which was great.
That's a good build.
It's such a fun set.
The police station? Yeah, I'm really surprised at how it's huge compared to the rest of my modular buildings in my city. So I need to figure out how that's going to work. But
build a bigger city.
What?
Build a bigger city.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm doing.
Because
I just spent $250,000 and bought a huge place to live so I can display my Lego. See, that's all you got to do.
But the police station is twice as big as the other. Like if you look at the rest of the city, in comparison, it's bigger. Like it doesn't even fit comfortably with the detective set. You know what I mean? Like it's still taller. I don't know. We'll figure it out. That's it.
There must be a lot of criminals in Legoland.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But no guns. None of the cops have ever had guns except for the sheriff in the westerns. But that's something Lego does not do.
Really? That's pretty crazy.
They had megaphones.
They did.
But they look like guns, so
they're very loud guns.
Stop or I'll yell at you.
I will hit you with my microphone.
Stop or I'll say stop again.
Okay.
We'll keep saying stop until you stop.
Hey, Adrian, I need your help. I need to put some money together because I would pay some big money to have Brahm come on this show and sing that song that he just put right live on the internet. I would pay you would too, to have him sing some of that song live on the internet, and you know it, right?
I mean, I'll sing it for free if you want.
No, please, no. But for Brahm, I want to see Brahm come and do it. Brahm is an old friend.
It's got to be Brahm, yeah.
It's got to be Brahm. That would be the most amazing thing ever. Nobody would care, but I think it would be absolutely hilarious. We just lost the viewer, so Brahm just dropped out.
Forget it.
What song?
yeah. How does that go? I don't even know. You can hum it.
If you don't know that, go ninja, go ninja, go.
There we go. There you go.
No,
It's the Go
I just-
Ninja rap from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sequel, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze.
Okay,
That's right.
I got it. I just didn't understand the context,
Yeah.
and now I understand because I just saw go ninja, go ninja, go ninja. So now that it's been lyrically added to some musical notes, I got it.
There it is. But Brom is probably the smartest person I've ever met, ever. I literally think that when Brom looks at the world in Matrix, he sees it and everything. Brom's super nice guy. I hadn't seen him in a long time, but he has secretly got a villain or villainous mad scientist lair somewhere, we know. But,
It's just full of Brom spheres.
yeah, it's made out of Brom spheres. That's right.
Brom is the most likely person that I know to be Hank Scorpio.
There you go. There you go. All right. Let's see. We've been around everybody. I don't know if we have or not. Yeah. No. Yeah. I guess we have.
Did you miss Brick Frenzy?
Did we go to Adrian?
Yeah, you started with me
Wait,
almost.
you went with Adrian. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I'm complaining about my giant rover being a failure. It was fun.
I like to describe my failures.
You do have a couple of kids, so.
Oh my god.
That's right.
And I am trying to deal with selling my house, which has been a monumental pain in the ass. So that's been.
But remember, and even though Dana's not here, and I hope he's listening, Dana's not been he's been a little under the weather. There is no rover like the ultimate fail rover, right?
That's wrong.
I'm totally going to enter that on Lego Ideas.
That's right. That was a plot on our part. So Dana, if you're listening, it may happen that we would make a fake account.
Collapsible rover.
You need to use as many like big Jack Stone pieces, and have him be the driver.
Jack Stone.
Jack Stone is the driver. Yep, of course.
The kicker is that Dane is the one who took the picture and shared it with us, and it's just a gut buster. I mean, like you can't look at that picture.
Hilarious.
It just starts laughing, and I'm like, and he's taking a lot of grief, but I'm like, if it wasn't such a fantastic picture, it wouldn't be as funny. Like it's a great picture.
It looks so sad. Like
posed perfectly, the whole thing. And it's one of those where we were talking about renders at the time when he did it. So the difference in the render standing up and him in real life, he goes, guys, this didn't work very well. And it was on the ground.
It just looks like somebody stepped on it and squashed it, like perfectly squashed.
It really does.
It just looked like it was tired and it fell asleep right there. I'm going to nap right here, right now, and just gone. I love it. Can I share with you guys something? I finished the Starbird, version of Starbird that I did here.
Ooh, nice.
Love it.
And it's functional just like the others. You can take the front cab off, you can take the engine off and everything. So I've been in the 70s mode. So today I put together this little toy rover that would be the cheap toy in the line, you know, the little 70s looking little moon rover thing, little cheesy looking. You know, this is the $5 figure and set that you would get in whatever line this is.
But it needs a stud shooter now.
I should put a stud shooter. But this is modeled after the Space 1999 moon rover that was in one episode. But anyway, so I love it. I'm stuck in this mode, but I'm enjoying building the stuff in this. So anyway, all right. So so everybody, you're building the contest. Let's remind everybody the contest we have going on. It is the Color My Space contest, and you are building in these colors here. This is my entry. Here it is. I finished. Let me put it on the screen here. Here's my entry for the contest. There he is. All right. So the colors are orange and sand green and dark gray and trans clear for the colors. If you need to add some, that's fine. So make a space mock. You can add it to our Discord that we have on the advertisement out there. I'll put a invite to the Discord in the chat and everything. So build on that. Build a space mock. Is due. Is that 2 weeks from today? Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
That means I will be 50 2 weeks from today. It is my birthday. So you guys make that, and then me and a panel of qualified judges will, which is probably me and my son, will pick some winners and mail some prizes. Yeah, there are your colors. They're actually really good colors and actually easy to come by. I was kind of hoping we would draw some really super weird ones, but I think this will be a lot of fun. So
yeah, it's better when you can get access to your parts.
Yeah. You just need to keep unpacking back there, man.
Yeah. And not build.
By the way, is Rich? Is he camouflage? Look at his shirt. He's like blending into the drawers behind.
Lego drawer camouflage.
I sold it for $5.99 a yard.
It just blends right in.
Oh, that's blend right in.
Don't be surprised if you go pull that.
Whoa! Don't pull the right drawer.
This
No,
week,
turn around. There you go.
There you go.
this week at Fashion Week, we'll have the drawer shirt available.
Well, he looks like the tiny drawers, not like the large drawers. He looks like the tiny ones.
Yeah.
I think you just
Yeah.
you said that Rich has these small. Never mind. I'm not saying that. I'm
Did
not
you
saying
say I
that.
had tiny drawers? Is that what you said?
You guys ever see the comedy about the fashion industry, Zoolander?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where
Yeah.
Will Ferrell comes out with his line of fashion, derelict, and it's like people in trash clothing.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of most SNL spinoffs, but the derelict is a running joke at our house. Like if somebody's shirt's getting a little tattered, we're like, "Oh, that looks like that's for the derelict collection."
That's amazing.
That's funny.
So I remembered I built a couple things this week. I'll show you guys. Yeah, just little things. We've been over on the Bricks and Beer. We've been going kind of riffing back and forth with some little 4-wide kind of classic town scale stuff. And so I built this little Dodge Power Wagon.
Yes.
4-wide. It's technically 5 but I had to make the fenders stick out a little bit. It's kind of a cute feature.
Peter.
Yeah. I love the
I really
scale.
like those tires.
Yeah,
You know what
there's
would make that better is tinier wheels.
man.
I like the tires.
Yeah, I have literally 12 of these. They didn't make very many of them apparently. So
Which piece?
that size. And then I had a little green Army Man Jeep that I had shrunk from the Toy Story set. And then I shrunk it even further.
Ooh.
Nice.
Cool. I like
It's super tiny. It's so fun. I wish they still made. I really wish they made stuff in this scale still for town. It's just so adorable and toy-like.
It scales better with buildings.
Oh yeah. And the road plates and stuff don't get completely dominated by how 8-wide the city turbos or not the tiny turbos. What are they called? All the most recent
Speed Champions.
Speed Champion stuff was just so big. They were so big. And then you stand a minifig next to them, and they just look like. Have you been to a car show and seen when they put the weird little doll leaning against the bumper of the hot rods? Have you seen that before? You know what I'm talking about? That's what minifigs look like next to these modern Lego sets. They look like those weird dolls. That's my take on things. Not that anybody asked.
Y'all continue the conversation. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So, are you encouraging us to show our builds for the space building challenge in advance, or do you want to be surprised when they come out?
He's not here. You can show it. He won't tell.
Show us and don't show him.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a secret.
Show us and don't show him, and we'll
Whoa,
get a
it
copy
looks like
of
a Howard Johnson restaurant. I mean, like the colors.
A little sort of swooshy.
Yes, Howard Johnson colors.
I'm trying to go for more of a classic space kind of look.
Maddie, you're far too young to know Howard Johnson.
Oh, I know.
With the engine nacelles like here.
I don't know what Howard Johnson is.
But I didn't mean to belittle Magnus's creation because I didn't mean it in a bad way. But
She likes Howard Johnson. That's what it is.
I did not hear what you said.
She dreams of Howard Johnson.
By the power of Howard Johnson.
Yeah, but the colors that were chosen are Howard Johnson colors. Come on, right?
Right.
Are they? Are they? Aren't they orange and green? Gray.
Maybe.
I think these colors would lend themselves well to a mech.
Oh no. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, they do.
I
Well,
made
they're
a
really
Mac
close.
last year.
They're really
You may
close to
not
the
be
old
wrong,
Titan
Maddie. Don't worry.
XP from yeah, the Titan XP mech that came out, I don't know, like 10 or 15 years ago was, I don't know if it was it, I think it was orange, dark gray, and sand blue,
Yes,
not
Yeah.
sand green. But yeah, that color scheme was fantastic.
it was really good. Yeah, and I don't know. I seem to recall there being a couple pretty significant fan creations that have a very similar color scheme as well. But I couldn't. I tried tracking it down for a little while, but I couldn't do it. If anybody knows, this also gives the opportunity, with the orange, to use the brick separators in your build.
I actually grabbed my tub full of brick separators explicitly to start thinking about using them. So
Perfect. Wow, that's
I have a lot.
a fair amount.
Never
I have a lot.
enough,
Yeah,
but always too many.
exactly.
That's why they have names now with little eyes, right?
Ooh, I like that.
This is Old Gray Brick Separator. This is Sergeant ES. ES standing for Brick Separator. And we got a private somewhere. So they can do anything.
I got my first teal brick separator the other day with the blacksmith.
Ooh, that's a good set.
It was very exciting.
We run out of that way too quickly.
It's really
Like,
nice.
wants to buy it.
Really nice. It's not terribly exciting to build, but
Did you run out of it at the Lego store or on the online?
Yeah, we get like 6 a day, which is like enough to last. Like till
2 hours.
maybe 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
Except that we don't get enough of his bonsai, which we got 15 in today, and that lasted about an hour and a half, if that.
Wow.
So you work at the Lego store. I forget about that because I had that situation where I kept calling the Lego store about the police station. And then finally on Valentine's Day, they were like, yeah, we have 6 here, but you have to get here today to get them.
That's a set that we never run out of. Like, I have
Really?
30 or 40 of those in my store, and I just want to get rid of them. But
Yeah, at our local store, they can't keep the bouquet in stock, but they have the.
nobody can.
What was the other one? The bonsai was on the
Retreat.
shelf. The bonsai they don't run out of that much, but the bouquet is selling like hotcakes.
It's because of TikTok. There was a viral TikTok video that had like over 1 million views where the girl was an influencer and she said, the best thing you can get me is a Lego bouquet because it never dies.
Rich. You're-
You.
Hmm?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, I've got a groupthink
What
question
about
for everybody.
the bouquet?
Oh, yeah.
The bouquet, the TikToker who's an influencer, posted a video that got like over 1 million views, and she said everyone needs to buy a flower bouquet for their girlfriend because it never dies and it looks beautiful. And she posted a video of her building it, which was horrendous. And then it was like it complete sitting like in her like foyer, and she was like, yeah, I never have to throw it away. I never have to put water in it. So it's great. So I think that's why it's been selling out. I can't find that anywhere, and I can't find the bonsai tree anywhere in Cleveland. So maybe
Come to Atlanta.
Oh, sorry.
Come to Atlanta. We have it.
Well, just before Valentine's Day, Jake and I were walking into the Target here, and we saw it at Target. I picked it up, put it back down, and I didn't buy it a couple of weeks before. And so he and I were just kind of tooling around, and we walked into Target. I said, let's go see if they have it. And literally we walked into the Target. And I don't know about your Target. They get like one of everything, and that's it. They don't get multiples of anything. They have like a version of it, that kind of thing. So I walked in and went to the spot where it was. I'm like, oh, they don't have it. So we went around the corner, and the girl was there stocking the shelves. And boom, one is on that little red cart. They wheel everything out. And I'm like,
Oh,
hi,
You just, like,
is that for
grab it.
sale? She went, oh, yeah, take it. And yoink, and it's, there it
Wait,
was.
wait. So you went up to her, you're like, hi, is that for sale? Can I have it?
I should have sent Jake to see how weirded out and nervous because he was having to talk to a female. But anyway, but I just walked to her and I said, "Hey, is this going out for sale?" And without trying to sound desperate, and she's like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "Thank you," and that kind of stuff. And she's like, "Yeah, that doesn't last when we get one." I'm like, "Bye."
What?
Well, that's the
Okay,
thing.
thanks.
Like,
Bye.
it's always for sale on Facebook Marketplace in my area, and I can see it, and it's like I know it's $50, but people are selling it for 100, 150, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
Yep, same here.
stop.
Lego
Like,
scalpers.
yeah, Lego scalpers is just as bad as the Pokemon situation.
Don't even get me started on scalpers. Working at a
Yeah.
store, it's so bad.
Yeah,
But when
and-
there's a big exclusive set that a scalper wants a bunch of, and we don't move it, like, I'm all for it. There was this one guy who came from China, and every other week he'd bring a group of 20 people, and they'd buy every single Hulkbuster that we had.
oh.
And we just weren't going through them. So I'm like, oh yeah, take them. But we'd get rid of all like the GWPs, and that would make some people
But
mad.
that's so funny that you say that, Will, because I lived in China, and there was, there was a Lego set in the bottom of the place that I worked at, and I would pass by it every day, and there were sets that were clearly there for a long time. And it's funny to hear that because they obviously don't have that over there, but the sets that they have, we want. So like the Chinese New Year sets, like the Chinese New Year dinner, which is a set that I walked by every day that I wanted and I didn't buy. And then when I came back to America and I was like, I'm just going to get it. And I looked it up.
It's like
It was
$300 minimum if you can find it.
And
Yeah.
I was like, I can't even no, because when I was in China, it was $50. But in America, it's $300 for that set.
It's
So
absurd.
yeah.
Well, clearly, you just need to go back to China and buy a couple. You pay for your trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I have a friend who said that if there's any Chinese exclusives that she would send them to me. So like, keep your
Well,
eyes
like-
and ears peeled.
Lego's not really going to make any of those anymore, except for like promotional stuff, like the Comic-Con exclusive stuff, because enough people are like, yeah, I want that here too, that we won't actually produce standard sets being regional exclusives. But there's still like weird things that are regional exclusive, like the Legoland things you can only get there, things like that. And everyone, when they go to every Lego store, is like, do you have an exclusive thing for your store? Yeah, Lego's not going to make 500 specific little sets for every little Lego store. But I wish.
Yeah, you've got New York, which has the Statue of Liberty set.
But now everybody has that everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Berlin had an exclusive set for a while because when I went to the Berlin Lego store, they had the Berlin Skyline at the time. Also, they had the Berlin it was like a magnet. I think it was like a minifig with like a magnet.
Oh yeah, those are weird.
Yeah.
We keep getting a bunch of like the Eiffel Tower and Little Statue of Liberty, a few different ones. And it's weird, like we're not in New York City, so it doesn't make sense for us to get like the Empire State Building. So we just have a stupid amount of those in the back that no one wants, because if you're a tourist for Seattle, you're not going to buy something that's related to New York, right? So
It's 1,000 miles
kinda
apart. Come on.
yeah,
That's
So
cool.
I have a funny story about that. About 4 years ago, I went to Sydney, Australia, and I was working at the Lego store in Atlanta. And so I go to the Sydney Opera House, and at the gift shop to the actual Sydney Opera House, they had the small version of the set. And in the United States, that was, I don't remember, like a $50 set. Like it wasn't that much. And
40
they-
and 50, yeah.
they were selling it for $100. So I was so astonished by this. I took a picture of it and I texted it to the store manager. And when I get back from my trip, he goes, "You go to Australia. You're halfway around the world, and I see that I'm getting a text for you." And I'm thinking, what cool thing is Matt going to text me from Australia? And you send me a picture of a price sticker.
You should have put like a Lego spider on top of it.
And he was like, honestly, that was one of the most disappointing texts I've ever gotten.
Oh,
That is so funny.
I was like, but we have it in our store. It's like $50. And he's like, still, Matt, you could have shown me when you got back.
Not exactly breaking news.
He's like, where were the koala pictures? Where were the kangaroos?
It's all about drop bears, man.
All right, so let me ask you a question. How much control does a Lego store itself have to when there's something just obviously is not going like in like location specific to say, look, we need to clearance this out and get rid of it. Does the store itself have any control over that, or you got to sit on it?
So like sort of. If it's something that really doesn't sell at all, that's really old. Like the hidden side stuff. Some of the stores were able to put it like 20% discount instead of like a 10% discount maybe, but we really can't like clearance stuff out, which is kind of lame. But like most of the stuff in our store sells. We are like in the top 10 stores company wide for profit, which is stupid. But Microsoft's bachelors have a lot of money, so makes sense. But yeah.
I think that was like a big regret for me when I've only been to a Lego store in the United States twice. Once, like maybe it was like 2 months ago, and they were clearancing out all of the hidden side stuff. And the biggest regret was, I know we talked about this before on this channel, was the airplane, the hidden side airplane.
That thing's fantastic.
Yeah, and they had like I'm exaggerating a little bit, but they had like 100 of them sitting there, and I was like, oh,
that's too bad, Maddie.
And I didn't, and now I'm regretting it because I went back like a week ago, and they didn't have anything hidden side. So like, what happens to those sets that don't get sold at that discount? Like, do you throw them away? Do they go back to Lego?
The only set that I've seen us throw away was the Jin Ursa Star Wars Bionicle.
Really?
Which we got rid of it 2 years after the movie was out. We just had a massive bin in the back for like during one of our like holiday meetings where they like give us the old displays that are dusty and gross that your coworkers don't know how to put the stickers on. But they just had us like take apart a bunch of those and we just recycled them. It was Lego recycle stuff where they remake pieces.
You wouldn't give them to like a shelter, because I feel like kids would
Lego's
do
selfish that way. No, they don't do that. They'd rather recycle it and sell the parts and give it to somebody who wants it.
It's sad.
I know.
Lego will also donate sets too, but like it's kind of weird. Like if let's say my local hospital says, "Hey, we want a bunch of Lego sets," it's not us who they're dealing with, it's someone else in the company, which makes sense. But it just makes for some kind of weird interactions where people are like, I work at a school, I want some Lego sets for a prize. And that just gets really messy, as you can imagine. But,
yeah, they got to go to corporate and get permission and blah, blah, and then they ship it to them.
Man.
It's weird.
So when I was working at Warner Brothers, tangentially related to Lego, I was working on a Lego video game. I had like a friend of a friend email me once wondering if I could get them deals on Lego. Like I didn't even know this person, and it was just...
Oh yeah, it's weird. There's people who walk into our store and like, can I have your Lego employee discount? And I'm like, no. And then some guys like, can I work for the store just for a day to buy the Millennium Falcon on discount and leave? I'm like,
no.
How would that be viable? And then he, for 20 minutes, was saying, hey, I got a question. Do you do discount for this? I'm like, no. Okay, I got another question. And it just went on and on and on.
Rich is flexing the airplane that I was going to buy.
You're supposed to keep that hidden.
Hidden side.
That was
Speaking of clearance, I found some dots for sale today.
It just ensures that Maddie's going to come visit my store. That's all.
These are my Dots gems.
Nice.
So my illicit bag of goodies.
Illicit.
Yeah, and I've got like 40 of the bands in black just sitting around. It's a good time.
Cool. What is that? Is that
So,
in?
just
That's
got-
just in one of the little side pack things, right?
No, these are in the black band, the Cosmic Wonder. So
Oh,
it has you get this guy, and then some bright colored of the little like corner rounds,
Sweet.
and then some tiles with a space print thing on it. So they're pretty cool.
Yeah, there's that one with one round with a rocket on it that was really hard to find. I'm not sure what set it came in.
Oh, that was in the extra pack, which was $25 with 5 bracelets, and then there was maybe one of those in there. So that's why.
Didn't
Right.
It's-
How well, just from your perspective on working at stores and stuff, how well do those sell?
So it's awkward with dots because like there was going to be a huge in-store like play thing where kids could just mess with the pieces, but that launched on like the beginning of March last year, which was right as COVID hit. So that made dots really weird. I wear a dots bracelet all the time on the floor, and I probably sell 5 dots bracelets a day all the time, just willy-nilly. And then some people go in looking specifically for it. But then there's some days where we just don't sell any dots. So it's really weird. You need like the artsy kind of kids or the people who are like, oh, those are some cool pieces. But dots is an interesting one.
It's hard because when you get the extra packs, it's like the quarter circle rounds. And I know that at Michael's, at least in Ohio, that's the Michael's is a craft store.
Yeah.
They're all on discount for $1. So I picked up like
Yep, me too.
15
Same here.
bags.
I just grabbed them.
of the same ones, and I just hand them out as extras when people order from me on eBay. But it sucks because it is a cool idea, but like when you got the quarter rounds, it's like, what can you actually do with these? You can't actually like tile a floor. You can't. I mean, you can make a roof situation if you're actually
Do you
really
have the
cool.
bookshop?
I don't. That's on my list.
Okay, because on the roof, they kind of like a scalloped roof using a bunch of those in dark blue. Which is
Right.
an interesting pattern you can do. But yeah, in a lot of colors, like you're not gonna make a build that's entirely base plates and tiles.
Right. And
I mean, you could, but like,
the
yeah.
only colors that I found super useful in the dots collection is that iridescent opal color that I've used on my Harry Potter builds, like for like
Yes.
the potions. That
Those are beautiful.
iridescent opal, that's beautiful. But it's like, then what? Like, then what do you do with the other 80 pieces that came in that bag? You know?
I mean, with the coral pieces that are in some of those bags, I found out that with the black
I
light,
used
the
the-
coral pieces
the
look like they
dark-
are like neon orange. So for lava, you get a bunch of those, then just have a
But
black
it
light over it.
depends, because it depends on where they were manufactured. Because there's 2 ways that the coral pieces show up in black light. You should watch. Brickstar has a video on that.
Okay. All of mine have showed up to be
Neon.
neon orange, but I don't know. I also get most of mine direct from the pad wall, so
Flex.
Oh, who's flexing? I submit the flex.
Oh, flex. No, because he just said he just got
I,
most of them from the wall. So, like, I don't have that.
Well, the problem with
I
being
did-
in a Lego store is that you're tempted by all the sets around you the entire time.
Right?
And like,
Well,
I don't have any space left, so it's like I want that. But then the problem is like if you're trying to build specific stuff, like we all know about Bricklink, and like I want a bunch of that, which is like a weird piece from 20 years ago. Does my discount help?
No.
Not at all.
Well, that's why I have it literally. This tab right above is my bricks and pieces sitting there going, and I'm literally waiting for the Porsche to hit bricks and pieces because there's 2 parts. There's slopes and the new fender piece, which is rounded but then flat. It's a really
Yeah.
cool looking piece. I'm like,
So that set is probably going to hit on the 1st.
yeah,
Or within that time. But a lot of the pieces from January 1st still aren't on Bricks and Pieces. Like they'll say no price. And if the
Oh,
price
God.
is 0, that means they haven't put it in there or probably will never, which is really lame because, there's some things that I don't need to buy a set for just for that one piece. But
Right. Agreed.
So Friday, our local Lego store alert system, also known as Emily, posted pictures of new parts on the wall. And like
Ooh.
15 minutes later, I get a message from Dana, like, "Hey, can you go to the store and get me an entire cup of dark gray seats?" And I was like, "Yes. What else is on the wall?" So
Oh, that's dangerous. Yeah.
rushed over and
Uh-oh.
got the teal or the dark turquoise because they had 1x4s on the wall. So I got a full cup and the 1x1 bricks. And they had the 1x1 in white, the tan. And these, I think these are new on the wall. The red raised grill.
I've seen those on and off.
Oh, and then I got
maybe 2. I don't know. Yes.
ooh,
Oh,
an
the
entire
plant
cup of
pieces.
plant stems.
Did you
I
get
had
extra
an
To do
fruit?
something with
We're losing Matt.
you gotta
Matt's
get plant
internet.
stems.
integrity.
You're not
The
hearing me?
problem that I have is people who order from my pet ball don't really build. So like, oh, here's a bunch of 2x4s. You know what people don't usually want when you go to the pick a brick wall? 2x4s. There's like 6 specific AFOLs in my area who are like, I want a stupid amount of 2x4s, and they showed me their build, and it's like a square building that's like 6 feet tall. Whatever. All the power to you if you want to make gigantic Tetris buildings. But for the other like,
Gatekeeping.
kids in the the kids in the area really want the fun colors, so let's get some fun colors in here. But
Is it true that they're switching over to Easter colors? Because the person that I talked to like a week ago, he was like, "Oh yeah, we're about to get rid of all this stuff. Like, here's whatever. Like, here's an extra handful. Then here's an extra handful because it's COVID." Like, is it true that they do that when they're trying to get rid of stuff on the wall?
so it really depends on the store. We still have Easter pieces from last year because like none of the stores are open during that time. And then it's up to the person who's ordering really and what they get and what the colors are. There are some stuff that the company like gives you specifically like for Halloween time. They give us what was it? Like fire or something on the wall, which is cool. And then 2 years ago, one of my other local Lego stores got spiders on the wall, so I got a whole cup of spiders. But like,
Jesus.
I don't like spiders. Like, what am I gonna do with that? But
Yeah.
I guess in a con, I can just sprinkle it on people's stuff. So if they're arachnophobes, they can freak out, and that's worth the entertainment, right? But it's mostly depending on what the store does. Like a lot of the pieces that we have just been sitting on the wall for like a year. Like we've had brown chairs. Most people don't need a lot of brown chairs, maybe 1 or 2. But when the person who's ordering my bricks just orders more and more and more, I've got like 4 boxes of brown chairs that'll last until like 2045. So, by that time they'll be brittle and dangerous. So we'll see.
That's true. Yeah, the
We
kid.
did get a thing of brittle brown in the wall, and my coworker like messed up his hand real good from that.
So
So
that
that was
kid reaches in and pulls back a nub because he sliced his hand off with the things. All right, hey, I need to tell you the worst. I mean, when Pick a Brick first came out, we took a trip down to Orlando, and I hit that Pick a Brick wall. I mean, they were neat parts though. They had the 12 link bricks on the Pick a Brick wall, and I mean they were in white and blue. I mean, I got blue ones too. I got tons. So I was in a frenzy, and I'm like, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? And the worst pick I ever made is I got a whole cup of 1x1 trans yellow tiles. They are worthless to me. I have a drawer full, and I will never. I thought I could use them to make a landing plate or something. That doesn't work, and they're the worst. This drawer will sit here. I will never touch 99% of these. This drawer of.
So my
Anybody wants some?
What makes them so bad? So useless compared to other colors? Like, why couldn't you use those?
Well, I mean, it looks like somebody urinated on the base plate when I put them down. To be honest with you.
ooh, yikes.
I mean, I could use them. They're just a pain. They're 1x1 tiles. They're hard to.
So when you
get
make your
into
nativity
wall.
scene in the snow with a couple dogs, what you do is you put down those
Big
tiles.
Well, my idea was to take a 30, one of the big gray base plates and make my own landing plate, but putting them on there, it didn't look good. And so I just have a ton of those in a drawer, and I'm never going to touch them hardly ever. So
Ever.
All right.
big plans, no success with those.
I
We
think
had a
the
lot-
dogs
bunch
in
of
the nativity scene in the snow works, but hey,
Depends on how big the dogs are, right? How many dogs? There we go.
All
yeah,
right,
3 or 4. They're sniffing around.
Just a handful.
Yeah.
I gotta
One
get
of
out
the
of here.
spiders.
It's getting close to dinner time for me.
Mr. Hoopa, it is glad. I'm glad you came by, man. Good to see
Thanks
you,
for
buddy.
having me.
You bet. You bet. You bet.
Yeah. So I have a question about a rumor that I just saw on YouTube today, and I wondered if other people have heard of this too. That we're getting a castle-themed 3-in-1 creator set this summer. Have you heard that?
I've heard that rumor.
I can neither confirm nor deny. I have not heard that rumor, so I honestly don't know. But
I
So-
started that rumor.
Yeah, I mean, according to what I saw on YouTube, there was some listing for something on a German catalog or something, and there were no pictures, but the person seemed to think it would be in the $100 range, but I don't know if that was wishful thinking or based. It was called Castle. The title was Castle, so it sounds like it'll be a castle and not like, some civilian building, something like that. So if that is everything I hope it is, that could be very exciting for me.
I can confirm that I have heard that rumor quite often. So to the point that it's become a fact in the community that it is, and I don't know if it actually is or not. So
I'm
that would
open
be great.
because Harry Potter doesn't do it. I don't need my tan buildings. Like, I'm not going to do anything with a big tan building,
Here's the other things. I know that I have seen a pretty confirmed rumor of that Ninjago will be underwater its next theme. So there's submarines and there's a canopy on one of the current planes that then is one of the main things used in the next series.
Boulder Blaster?
Yeah. That boulder blaster with the dual molded with gold. That's kind of neat. Although I don't think I can figure out how to use it. It looks very specific. But it'd be interesting to find out. What was the other rumor I saw? Oh, there's another 3-in-1 space set that builds a little kind of squatty Saturn V looking robot, a little lander, and a shuttle.
I mean, we've had like one of those every other year, right? So,
Yeah, right. It looked pretty good. The little scratchy picture with the "Do Not Share" thing stamped on it. That looked
those
pretty
are
good.
always fun.
I'm trying to think what else I saw. But Lego's gotten really. I mean, they're going to come to my house. Lego has really gotten very, very adamant about leaks and stuff. They've kind of taken another gear on leaks, and a very popular. And I'm not trying to dance on somebody's grave, but these people danced on another channel's grave years ago when they got hit with a leak strike. But this very popular YouTuber, he got axed. Oh, hey, we got another friend coming in. Look, it's Boone. What's up, man?
Oh,
Hey, how's it going? Sorry to join so late. Is my audio okay? I was in a Zoom yesterday and my audio was terrible.
Well, that's
It's
not
very
bad.
loud.
It's really loud.
It's
Okay.
a little loud. It could be just
It's a
you.
little loud.
Let me see if I can.
It was clipping just a tad. That's not bad.
Let me see if I can do something about that.
Not horrible.
All right. Maybe I'll just kind of try to talk a little quieter.
Yeah.
You're good, bro.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Good.
Hey, thanks everybody. How y'all
What's
doing?
going on in your world, man?
I got up this morning and I feel like I'm interrupting something. Y'all must have been talking about something before I got here.
We were talking about Lego leaks, but we were pretty much over it. So
Okay. I got up
Can
this
you leak
morning.
something for us?
Can I leak something? Yeah, let's see. What can I leak?
Ew.
hey, incontinent is not.
That's no joke.
I don't think I have any leaks. I try really hard to not care about stuff on any timeline because I don't know. I tend not to get excited about stuff until it's like staring me in the face.
There's no point, right?
I
Like,
was
it's too far off in the future.
yeah, exactly.
I get that.
Yeah.
And
with you there.
it was really I'll tell you my bad experience with a leak. I grew up with the 1966 Batmobile and the 1989 Batmobile as like my favorite Batmobiles, and in the 90s there were things I liked about the Forever Batmobile. There were things I liked about the Batman and Robin Batmobile. And then I watched the internet. Before there was Google, I would get on Hotbot, and I would go looking for any pictures of the next Batmobile. For like 2 years I looked. And then finally, before Batman Begins had a name, the first image of the new Batmobile came out, and it was the Tumbler, and I was so disappointed. And I have come to appreciate the Tumbler more now, but back in 2002 or whenever that was, I was so disappointed, and I'd been looking forward to it for years and actively looking for it. And so I think that experience may have really turned me off of leaks.
I got you. Well, when you get to be almost 50 like me, leaks will become another problem, but it's a different story.
Oh, man. Yeah. Why am I still full screen? This seems silly.
Oh,
all right. There we go.
Viewers, you're famous. We're not. So
there we go.
He's a big deal in Resistance.
You're famous to me.
Yeah, I'm kidding. Yeah, Hotbot. Brom is our professor friend from long ago. So Brom, the offer is still. I mean, Adrian and I will pay you real money if you will come on this show and sing "Go Ninja Go" like you quoted earlier in the show. Please, it would be amazing. We need that to happen. So
yeah.
But anyway, so Boone, have you been building for our contest? By the way, have you put any bricks together for the Color My Space contest?
I have.
Yay!
Not much. But I feel like I had one big problem that I wanted to solve for this build.
Gotcha.
And I feel like I'm getting close to cracking that nut. But I have put some elements together. I'd say probably I'm looking over there. I'd say I've probably put 50 to 75 elements together in an effort to solve the problem I'm trying to solve for that. And I have I don't usually sort by color, but in an effort to try to get through some of the crazy amounts I have that are just unusable, Danny, my wife, has been helping me sort, and the easiest way for her to sort is sort by color. So now I'm kind of doing a pre-sort by color, which is more helpful. It's not ultimately how I want it to be sorted for the final sort, but having it sorted by color is more helpful to me than completely unsorted. So this was a little bit of orange that she did for me the other day.
Orange.
That's one of the colors, right? And then I've got I have very little sand green. Like I'm gonna be robbing a lot of sand green from some old mocks that are like partially disassembled, but otherwise, like I don't have much. But I'll work it in. So I'm excited.
Good deal.
I have a sand green problem. I am up to like 3 drawers of sand green at this point. I'm obsessed with sand green.
It's not a problem. It's a blessing.
Thank you. Can you remind me when that's due? Is it the 8th?
March the 8th. Yes.
All right.
My 50th birthday. Thank you very much. So,
oh man,
yeah,
that's exciting.
That's the birthday where you see the doctor in the glove. So
they got a box for that now.
Congratulations.
I don't do that in boxes.
Do the box.
A crate, a subscription box.
Yeah, that is not a subscription you want. Oh, hey, I did pick up. I don't know if y'all have seen this. This is a new dot set. Have y'all seen the little kitty cat box dot
so
poly bag?
Oh, that's cute.
It's actually pretty neat. So being all sarcastic and whatever that I pretend to be, that I made a death kitty out of that. So hang on.
Yes, you do.
His gun came off his hand, so he's unarmed at the moment. What is your problem? Oh, there it is. Oh, I think Jacob Smith will be my son. He is upstairs playing Fortnite right now.
Is he winning?
I have no idea. He yells at the screen a lot. I don't know if that counts.
That means he's definitely losing.
Oh, dude, I have so many conversations. When we were at Waffle House, and I love my kid. I love hanging out with my kid. I dearly do. But man, about 3 minutes into a Fortnite conversation, I just glass over with a cup of coffee in front of my face and just let him go. Right? I don't understand anything, nothing. So, all right, here we go. So yeah, I made the kitty bot there with her, with her gun and the missile launcher there, and there you go. So kitty bot, there we go. There she is.
That's great.
Great little parts, and it comes with a little card holder in the back. I guess it's a little tail. I don't know what's up with that. So you can put a picture in the back, the kids can and everything. But I liked it. I got it at Walmart. It was a $5 little poly bag, but it was chock full of parts. In fact, I filled up half a drawer with the little quarter moon pieces like we were talking about earlier. I'm going to end up with a bunch of those, and I don't buy a whole lot of dots. So, but Maddie, you were saying those are hard to use. Do you guys agree? The little quarter round.
I mean, like I've done some mosaic stuff with it, and I think the mosaics have turned out pretty cool. Like, let me give you an example. In Arm's Reach, I've done this kind of mosaic. The Pac-Man, I've seen that before. I've got it layered, so there's 2 layers on there. So you got the white and the red behind it. But the issue with it's mainly when you get the dots packs, it's mainly these quarter rounds, and you can only do so many things as a geometric design. So you're kind of limited.
I have to say that I like the Pac-Man motif that you've worked out there.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And
so a lot of people are using them for lettering.
Yeah, you can do lettering with them, but you need the squares to go with it. But these dots packs don't come with the squares or they don't.
I like to tile the floors of my buildings, and irregularly have a stud for a fig. But the newer buildings, like the garage and some of the stuff that I've done that are custom, where you have an angle for a wall or exterior or interior, it's hard to get something in there in that corner that is the right geometry. So having the quarter round acts as like a quarter triangle.
I agree, but having 1,000 of those quarter rounds, like, what do you do with them? If maybe we got into more of the what do you call it, like the mosque or like the whatever, like a different, because like I think like lots of Middle Eastern design has a lot of geometric in it.
Mm-hmm.
Those would be really cool to use. Yeah, but it's also very difficult to go from square to a quarter round. We're working on it.
I need to share this. My son showed me this yesterday, and it just reminded me that he did, and I was busy, and I was like one of those failed dad moments, I'll admit. But he's like, "Did you know this would work?" And I was like, "Oh, well, that's kind of cool." And then I thought about it. I'm like, "No, that is really cool." So let me put this up here. If you take those moons and you put them on a plate, come on.
Oh yeah, and you can.
Oh yeah, then it becomes like an inverted. Yeah, you can stick another stud in the middle of those. Yeah,
the stud is not in the brick; it's in between the things there. It makes it
wow.
Okay, did people know that? I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah,
No, I didn't know that.
I figured that out when I did. I'm not trying to like. I figured out when I did this, but I did a pattern.
No, thank you, Maddie.
I did a Dutch pattern with that. It was the quarter rounds in that kind of formation, and then they stuck a stud in the middle, and they stuck another plate on top of it, and then twisted the plate. So it was like a one. Let me see if I can do an example. It was like a 1x1 plate in the middle, and it looked like kind of like a flower almost.
Actually, this may actually go down into the studs itself. It actually doesn't get held by the plate. It's actually the stud receiver is getting just down to the brick knobs or whatever, and that's barely grabbing them by doing that. So, that's cool.
Is it illegal or is it like not illegal?
Totally illegal and evil.
See if I can whip this together really quick.
Yeah, I want to see what you got going on.
Yeah, let me just tighten that up. We need the. Oh yeah. Okay, we gotta.
Come on, you call my kid stupid, so go ahead. You need to come through, Maddie. Come on now.
I'm not calling him stupid. That's not. That was not the
You did.
point of this.
Matthew
I'm saying
agrees.
It was
Matthew is a professor. He knows when you just put down a student, so that's all right.
okay. There we go. Like this.
You got to do what you got to do sometimes. Though.
As we would say,
That's right.
that was the clear. That was
So
the
we have.
connotation.
We have. I laid down a stud on. Oh God! It popped out. It's
no.
That means it wasn't
Wait,
connected.
I got it.
Who's
So
foolish
we have
now?
a 1x1 tile, and then we have a 1x1 stud,
Yeah.
and you can stick it in the middle of there, and you can twist it around. And then you got like this different pattern-ish
That's cool.
going on. Oh, God, it popped out again. Okay, never mind. Take me off. Take me off.
Wait. Here's another thing that my kiddo came up with. He likes to make patterns. This was really cool. With
Yeah.
he's got the tile with the one stud in the middle underneath that, and then no, the single jumper I guess it's the 2x2 tile with the dot in the very middle. So whatever the 2x2 jumper plate, whatever you kids call it these days. But anyway, so yeah, he got that figured out, and then you lay that other tile right there in the middle and angle it. It looks really good. So pretty neat. He loves that. He came with some really cool patterns. So props to him on that. He showing up his old man. I love it. But anyway,
Can I swoosh a thing that this is not a new mock, but it's an older mock that I built, and this is a theme that is near and dear to the heart of this channel, but build a lot of space.
yeah.
But this was I think I built this for a Vic Viper and November thing once, and it's sort of Blacktron, just with the guy has a black cockpit instead of a yellow one, and it's got these landing gear that come out the bottom here, like that. You can't see it real well because it's black.
Yes. Perfect.
And then they fold back in, and then it's got this thing with the wings. You can go like this.
Oh yeah.
Switchblade, jagged wings that kind of like cut through other spaceships.
Like a butterfly knife.
Yeah, like just sort of flying through other spaceships, kind of not very friendly.
The yellow wedge is
There's really sweet going on right here talking about the butterfly knife. I'm just telling
Butterfly
you.
knife.
I think it's great.
Sorry.
Those yellow wedges are awesome.
Did you have that at a brick fair one time? Like
years ago, yeah.
Like 11, a brick fair, like 2011, somewhere around there?
I didn't realize it was that old. I thought it was a little more recent than that, but maybe it goes back all the way back to then. Yeah, if you remember it.
So, I mean, I'm trying to see if I do remember it, because I mean it's awesome, and I remember the little jagged wing things like that on something. If it was that or not, I can't remember.
You might also have seen a picture of it online, because I have posted it online on Flickr years ago.
But it's great. That's a great design. It carries the spirit of that hidden feature kind of classic space, like the Space Police thing, the patrol, the main small, the grandma thing of the grandma's going to buy that because that one looks cool. It's a little cool spaceship. Give it to the grandson and whatever for Christmas or the granddaughter. But the Galactic Peacekeeper, and it's got the little covers and the little guns pop out of the side.
Oh, nice.
So great. So great. The only problem is that none of the Space Police One ships have any engines on them, and that's a problem.
They don't have any engines? I guess I never thought about that.
They don't.
They fly with the power of justice.
That's right.
I don't know.
They're anti-gravity propelled. Come on.
They have these little red dots like TIE fighters on the back. I guess that works.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right.
While we're on mosaics and patterns, I recently made my like bionicle main bad guy.
Come on, man! I can't call something bionicle cool on this show and hold my head up. Come on,
Yeah,
come on.
What?
All right.
Man, that's nice.
Oh, that's great.
So, because I'm really picky, I had to make all the Lego logos face the same direction. And when it's using 3072 1x1s, you know, it's a problem. But now I have to make like all the original masks too, right? But
Oh my gosh.
then I
Wait,
need a
what?
massive wool. I'm at least gonna make. Where's the mask? I'm at least gonna make this one, which was like the main good guys mask, right?
Is that
Probably in,
transclear?
it's in glitter trans clear, so like the same color as these,
The
sort of. But before that
opalescent.
was done.
That's
Not
weird.
quite pearlescent. It's like spray on glitter. It's weird. But that mask also comes in the same gold color I was showing earlier. It comes in this
Spray
too.
on glitter may be a
Be a
problem.
better color.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was spray on glitter. So some of the ones I've acquired several over the years, they're like more and less sparkly. Like this one is much shinier than this one. You can't really tell because crappy webcam, but
I think I've met less
Yeah.
sparkly.
Have you now?
Well, I was
at a pride parade, so less sparkly.
the spray on glitter pieces. The big issue with my family, if you've seen my TikTok, is that like my brother has swallowed a Lego and gone to the emergency room for it. So the biggest thing is that the old glitter, like they suck on the pieces, so they're not as glittery anymore. So like this piece is not as shiny. It's hard to see in the camera, but it's definitely been sucked on. And this one, like, look at the suckage on that. Like it's gone.
So almost been digested.
Like,
Is this the
somebody
Lego
was-
that has passed through your brother's lower intestine? Is that what we're seeing right now?
No.
Shiny,
Better not.
happy Lego.
I mean, we kind of want to. I mean, I'm just saying.
We almost want to, but we don't.
He swallowed
We're
a
curious.
bionicle sword. He swallowed a bionicle sword.
Is that
How do you manage that?
I don't know.
Oh, no, I don't know how you managed to get it out because that's got lots
It
of
was
points.
like probably something that was this long, and I talked to him about it, and he was like, "I put it in my mouth, and it was like blah blah blah," and then he swallowed it. I don't know.
I just think that would hurt.
He ran down the stairs and
It
was
would
like,
hurt
"Oh my
coming
God."
out.
So the doctor said that they couldn't do an X-ray to see how it was going to pass because it was plastic. It doesn't show up on the X-ray, and that to just keep your eye on the poop. So that's what my parents did, and nothing ever came out. So
That's
it's
why
still inside of him.
I only eat the round parts.
It's still inside of him. Oh my gosh.
He's part bionicle. What a legend. He's a cyborg.
When he gets older, all of a sudden he's gonna be in a nursing home, and all of a sudden this bionicle part comes flying out. They go, "Ah!"
He's like, "Oh my God, that trans neon orange! It finally came out!" Yes. And
There's gonna be some guy who's in the know goes, "Hey, that part's rare."
Yeah, if that
No,
color
that's
like goes out of
fuck.
production or something.
What?
Yeah, like if the color goes out of production or something. Like
He's
if
better
they
than
made like an old gray part back in the 80s.
Hold on, let me try.
Speaking of like rare Lego pieces,
like
so I was
it,
at our bricks and minifigs. Bricks and I think it's bricks and minifigs, and just going through their bulk bins, and I see this little bionicle mask in there. That was from some like ultra rare set, and it's like an $80 part just sitting on top of something.
You took
So
it.
I just paid for all my Lego right there and then. So that's kind of nuts. But
You'd have to sell it though, Will.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
have it in your hand.
I legally can't sell Lego while I'm working for Lego, right? So I can trade it.
Big
for
no
money.
no.
Oh,
Big
Trade it
no
for-
no.
I'll trade it for 420s.
That's how my
the
brother.
only
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
go ahead, man.
I was gonna say that's how my brother got around with his brewing license. When he used to brew beer, he would be like, "I'm trading it," and he would trade it for money. He'd be like,
I mean, I've had multiple
"Here's
managers in the
$20."
DM say you can trade stuff like that. So yeah,
Well, the rarest Lego score I ever got, we went down to Legoland in Florida, and it was hot. It was just we went to the factory store, and I'm digging around, and their pick-a-brick is expensive. I was like,
it's by weight, right? And then it's like stupid expensive.
yeah, it is. So,
Yeah.
but I was kind of getting aggravated, but I needed some parts, and my son goes, Dad, I found something rare. I'm like, okay, I'll come see. I'm telling these terrible bad dad stories on myself today. I don't know if you noticed, but so finally he goes, Dad, look, and he shoves under my nose a 1x6 trans yellow plate, right?
Wow.
And I'm
That's-
like, whoa. And so I'm like, you have my attention. So we go over and there's this bin that I had bypassed because it's just got scramble bricks in it. Then this was a year ago, just about right now. And I went in there, and they were like odd colored minifig heads. And there were, I mean, I got like 200 of these and everything. And I've seen a guy sell them on BrickLink for like $20 a piece or something.
Yeah, those are probably worth like $20 a piece.
Yeah,
I've been collecting a lot of the weird stuff. Like if you just look every once in a while. So this is the horse.
Clear.
Yeah, the horse thing it was clear. It was like 20 cents from a shop
Are
in
you serious?
the UK, and I got a bunch of them. And now they're worth a lot more. But I am in the process of trading stuff for a unreleased color of the Viking dragon wing. It's lavender to aqua, so that's something that is really cool. And then I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Fabuland at all, but this is a Fabuland carpet beater that's in yellow. It only came in orange. So
I want one of those.
That's rad.
That could be a great Viking piece if it were not.
Right? Well, in this color, I put it on like an orc dude for his.
You've got
If something's expensive, I have drug baggies for
He's
it.
got the flex tape. Will, you need.
Oh yeah, we don't have flex tape here.
Tape. Jeez Louise.
So you have it on your orc as like his magic staff, because obviously you can't use a yellow colored weapon on like a normal minifig, because he's fighting with like his extra flesh, and that's kind of messed up.
Will
you know,
you posted that somewhere the other day, right?
Yeah. I have.
Will, have you had Mountain Dew today? I'm just asking. I just need to know. Have you drank a Mountain Dew today? I'm just checking. You're excited. I'm glad.
No,
go ahead.
I've not had a Mountain Dew.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
I try to avoid the Mountain Dew. I worked at a kids camp, and then they had it all the time, way too much. And then after that, you're like, I need a Mountain Dew every hour, and then like, wait, I don't want to pay for Mountain Dew every hour, because you get paid nothing when you work at a kids camp. But you know, there's also these, which aren't showing up. They're milky white, and then it's in the process of turning them like black with the injection. So we got like some remnants of the color. I have better ones in a bin over there. I can grab it in a minute.
Marbled.
Oh, were those in a bin that you got? Like,
no. So someone on like the Facebook AFOL page is like, "Hey, anyone want this?" I'm like, "Yes, please, I want that." So, I just have really good luck finding stuff.
do you know what they do with those kinds of pieces? With what do you call them? The airheads. Like they usually turn that into the mystery flavor. So you got the mystery flavor of Lego right there.
Nice. I'm not gonna taste it and see what flavor it is, but
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Lego has changed the process on that. They do not inject the color into.
no. So these are over 10 years old. It's definitely the older injection molds. If you guys actually look at some of the newer pieces on the side and try to find the mold where they inject stuff, like particularly 2x6 tiles, like some that are in the blacksmith shop, the new mold that they come off is it's a triangular shape like this, but really small, and you can see that on the side of bricks. So that is what I assume is the injection point, but it's interesting to see where they change that.
The old point of injection is usually on the stud tip, right?
Yeah, on a stud. So like
you can
that's why.
see
Where do you put those?
One of the things I've noticed with the injection point on new gray versus old gray is the injection point where they snap it off the stud on like let's just say a 2x2 light gray, the new light gray blade, whatever plate. That white is really white, and you can see it where they snapped it off. The old gray, you can't hardly see that at all. So in fact, with my eyes going bad, me getting old, the thing I look for to find, because I've got about an equal amount old gray, new gray, is I will dig around and I'll look for that dot on the studs. I'm like, oop, that's got to be new gray. And usually I'm right.
Just look for the injection point. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, that's the way I did it.
Well, here's probably the weirdest thing that I've found at our store. So this is the Robin from the Batman movie. His legs are on backwards. So
Nice.
like,
yes,
I saw that on the wall, or I was actually the one who was doing shipments at the time. So I got that in the cages. I'm like, that's not normal. So I put it out there, and then I bought it like 20 minutes later. So like, either throw it away or you buy it. I'm like, why would you throw this away? And how would I not want that? So yeah, it's pretty weird.
I mean, we've all had mornings where we felt like that.
Yeah. Back to front.
Hey, that's me with shipping every other day.
used to the way you made your minifigs like kneel down was to flip their legs backwards and put them in like that. So that is super awkward with that figure. I'm just going to throw that out there and let's move on. So that's
Yeah.
not
I I think that figure is literally an ass backwards figure right there.
True.
Dang. Okay, where's the PG-13, guys?
I think
go ahead, throw it
no,
out
no,
there.
no. I think it's an ass frontwards.
No, that's fair. That is fair. I got it.
All right, there we go.
Nice.
Yes.
What's also weird about the keychains is that they recently changed how they actually do the torsos. I think I have one the symbol here. Where's that funky minifig?
Young Will dropping knowledge on us today. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I want to know.
So I'm the one who knows all the stuff at the store. Here he is. So I got Kiss Kiss Batman when he was a keychain that was like a promo at the movie theaters. So he was like obviously a keychain, but the new body is actually it's like this.
Whoa!
So
that's
it goes all the way
everywhere. Oh my god!
Yeah, all the way through. So that means when they put in the keychain like solid thing, right? It actually goes all the way through it. But it's weird because like you can still use it with normal minifigs, but then like this obviously you can't do anything with. Well, I mean, someone can figure out something.
You could use it in your Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom setup.
But then like this, you can put on a minifig, but there's just no head, right? So that's kind of fun.
That is cool. Headless Horseman. I need one.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It's also like he pulled his backbone out. That was a little disturbing there, but that's pretty amazing. That's awesome.
Okay, I made it a little better just for you guys. There we go.
Oh, so thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better.
As you do.
Could you, if you wanted, could you use like a Technic half pin to put a head on that torso if you wanted to? I don't know what would fit in there.
So it's not really in system. It's slightly bigger than a stud. Let's try the Technic pin.
Might not be enough room inside.
So you kind of can, but like
it doesn't pull up like the head.
Yeah. I mean, like the half pin, like the half pin that only has a. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. So like with this, if you try to stud, it rests on there, but like
yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks for the demonstration.
PG-13.
Is it true that the because like I think I thought about it in my very first Lego purchase as an AFOL was when I was 19 and I bought Dumbledore as a keychain, but you couldn't separate any of it. Like how did they glue it together?
So the new ones,
old ones, like from like 2008.
So with those, the way to get those out would be to get like pliers and just clip off the top of it. With the new one, how I did this was I had a candle, and then I had like an oven mitt, and then I held the keychain, and then I just kind of melted Batman's head because who doesn't have like 5,000
I'm not
Batman
going to do that.
Your Lego, you can do whatever you want with it. I mean, it's your Lego thing. You have to use the Lego correctly.
Dremel tool.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, Will, can you take the dude apart and just have the legs and the long shaft and then a head right on top of that? I mean,
yes, you can.
Go ahead and complete the horrifying show here.
Oh,
I need to find a proper head for it.
I think we need to do a town. I think clearly we need to do a town layout where everyone's wearing their pants backwards. I think that'd be amazing.
There we go.
No.
Wow. That's like a whole new alien species.
Horrifying. It's like really
Oh
horrifying.
yeah. It's actually this would be a better head for it. The emo like minifig.
Finally, I can make my me fig.
I don't know.
I think you need some hair. Yeah, that's the right hair.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That new diet plan is really working.
Yeah,
Great.
he's like, I don't need any arms. I'm good to go. I'm just so sad I need no arms.
Hey, what do you call that minifig if he's in a pool?
That's fantastic. Oh, here we go. What you got there?
Yeah, Edward Scissorhands.
Yay! That's awesome.
Nice. That's a great hairpiece.
Salazar, right? Oh, you sound like a robot.
Your audio just went
or
weird.
not at
dude.
all.
That's awesome.
Whoa,
You
whoa,
sound like a
whoa.
robot. That is amazing.
Is that your new song?
Oh, God.
You were speaking through one of your radar guns for a minute there. It was fantastic.
Is
was
is it better now?
radar talk.
Yes.
It was
Weird.
amazing.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Am I still too loud?
No,
No, you're too normal now.
that
Okay.
was
You need to speak as a robot.
yes. Boone is actually not human. He is a robot living in the Northwest, and yes, it sounded just like.
Affirmative.
As someone else from the Northwest, we were all robots.
Oh, that's cool.
It's
you
the
made by
game.
sounded
Microsoft.
like Frampton Comes Alive. You were. Do you feel like I do? That is what that sounded like.
I think we're showing our age though. The Phantom Comes Alive thing.
Yeah. Just a little.
Sorry. All right, hey guys, we're headed almost to 2 hours, so we need to land this plane here. So glad that you joined us, Boone. Thank you for joining us here.
Yeah, sorry I was late.
Hey, no, you're good. We're this Thursday. This Thursday, we're going to be talking about the Lego themes. You know, Lego always has a theme like Hidden Side or something is their big push of a theme, and maybe Monkey Kid's kind of getting that kind of as an afterthought because there's some really cool sets coming out for that. But what old series do you think Lego should come out with as their next big theme? Like, for example, should Time Cruisers somehow get reformed and remade and be the new push? I want to build a mock for that.
Only Timmy.
I think
I just want to know, how was Time Cruisers not included in Dimensions? Like,
that would have been so perfect.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Dude, Time Cruisers and
or whatever
together, like that's a match made in heaven.
Super nostalgic for me. Time Cruisers was great. Great T-shirts, great everything.
Time Cruisers is cool. So, you know, something like Unitron or Time Cruisers or Outback or one of those forgotten themes or, you know, the volcano thing or whatever. So we're going to talk about maybe what you would like to see. We're also going to talk about why Lego and technology just seem to not mesh very well. That Lego themselves and their own products with technology sometimes seems to fumble and everything. I don't know if you can meet up with us, Boone. You're probably the only one with experience with the new video stuff. And so I've been trying to look up some stuff. I really can't find a lot of how it works.
It's weird.
Figs look great. I'm excited about it.
They're good figs. I opened half of them at the store today. So
when do they come out?
They come out. Oh yeah. Boone's got the
llama.
The llama.
They
The
come out
robot.
on the first.
Oh.
And the bunny.
Oh, you can make that. What was the rabbit in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Oh yeah.
Usagi Yojimbo, is that how I don't know.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite characters. That would be a good fig to make out of that and everything. So we'll talk about that. Talk about you know, we're old people. We're looking at that video stuff going, I don't understand it. But Matt, you okay over there? Matt, that was
So my my camera's sitting on a box. And I keep adjusting it because the box gets in the way, and so sometimes the camera goes through gyrations.
You had a Jeff McElwee crash with your camera. I was just making sure you were okay and everything. With all that Lego, you can't build you a stand.
Well, I'm in my office because of my whole webcam problems because I destroyed the laptop by spilling Sprite on it. You know, my work laptop, not my laptop.
Your IT loves you.
3 months after I got the new laptop, after not having a new one for a decade, I destroyed it. So
we've got some folks already talking Spirusville, Exoforce. I agree. Exoforce would be great. Even though they put a mech and everything now, I think bringing those characters back. So we'll talk about that. Talk about the themes that Lego should come up with and also some technology stuff and why maybe Nick is 9-volt train. That's awesome.
Monorail.
It's transforming monorail. That would be great.
Monorail in a bottle.
So thank y'all for joining us tonight. Appreciate y'all being here. After show, we'll hang out for a few minutes and everything. But we had some good chat and folks in the side chat there. Thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all have a great night. Be kind to your neighbor. Do something nice for your neighbor. And for crying out loud, wear a mask. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Good night.